Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I would like to thank each and everyone from the bottom of my heart. It's amazing and mind-blowing. It's just like expectations versus reality. As my channel reached 225 views with 29 subscribers. Thank you very much for watching my video. As I told you all that I am going to continue with parts of speech part 2 with pronoun. So, before I start, I would like to tell the viewers to watch part 1 which is really related to this video. So, let us continue now. Part 1 was related to noun. In this video, I'm going to explain about pronoun, what are the types of pronoun and what actually the meaning of pronoun. Pronoun is a part of speech that substitutes for noun or noun phrases and refers to an individual or individuals or thing or things. So, the meaning of pronoun is it is a word replaced in place of a noun. Substitutes in means like you all be watching cricket, right? If a cricketer is injured, so in place of that player, another player is replaced. That means substituted. So here also the pronoun is substituted in place of noun, right? So what are the examples of pronoun? I, you, he, she, it, they, your, us, himself, myself, each, all, everyone, somebody, what, who, etc. Now, I'll just explain you with a simple example. I love my mom. Here, the girl is telling to her mom that she loves her mom. So, I is a word used in place of the girl. Now, here, who is he? He is a boy. So, I can use it as boy is going to school. So, in place of boy, I am using the word he, which is a pronoun. And the other one is, it is a deer. Deer in the sense, an animal, referring to an animal. It is the pronoun I am using here. Now, these pronouns are classified into 10 types. So, what are they? Let us check out. These pronouns are the personal pronouns, reflexive pronoun, indefinite pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, emphatic pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, distributive pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and possessive pronouns. So, briefly, we are going to know what is personal noun and what are these all nouns. Okay. First one is the personal noun pronouns. Stand for persons or things. So, this personal in the meaning itself, we are known that it's speaking about a particular person or a thing. So, when it comes to the subject is the part where the first part of a sentence, the narrator, like the one who is explaining, I. So we can use the words as I, you, they, he, she, it, we. And the object about whom they are talking comes like me, him, her, you, it, us, them. So what are these words? And in this we are going to explain now. A simple example. She is a girl. Her name is Kavya. Kavya is a girl. Kavya likes to play with toys. Kavya goes to school by bus. Kavya's parents attended the party yesterday. So in all these sentences, Kavya is being repeated. So instead of Kavya, in the second sentence, I can replace it as she. She is a pronoun. She liked to play with toys. Then again, here I am replacing this Kavya with the word she. She goes to school by bus. Here, when it comes Kavya's parents, in the sense, I am not using she. I am going to use her. So, her parents attended the party yesterday. Kavya's favorite color is pink. Her favorite color is pink. So, the words which I am using she, her. So, these are called the pronouns. Personal pronouns. Another example. Trees. Trees are a very important part of the earth. So, here in this picture, I am explaining about trees. So, trees take carbon dioxide and give us oxygen, as everyone knows about it, and we cannot live without trees. So, here the word tree is repeating. So, I am using they. They give us they take carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. We cannot live without trees. Trees in the sense them. So, the word trees is replaced by the word them. We cannot live without them. Trees give us fruits, vegetables, medicines. So, they give us fruits, vegetables, medicines, etc. The next sentence is, don't cut a tree. Don't cut a tree means here tree or tree. I am taking into consideration a single tree. So here I can replace it as it. Don't cut it. Right? And because a tree is a life for all living things. So instead of this tree also, I am replacing it with it. Because it is a life for all living things. So these are the words, pronoun words I am using for the word trees. Right? Now, coming to the second pronoun, reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns, when the subject and the object of the sentence are the same. Subject that refers back to the subject of the sentence. Myself, yourself, ourselves, himself, herself, itself. So these all words comes under reflexive pronouns. Example, I want to buy myself a new mobile. She encouraged me. She encouraged me. In the sense, she encouraged me in her ideas. Okay. The examples of reflexive pronouns. The children dressed up themselves in different costumes for the fancy dress competition. Here are the children and they are dressed up themselves. So, here is the word themselves used for the word children. And this reflexive pronouns are followed by a verb, dressed up. When the pronouns which are followed by the word verb, then those are called reflexive pronouns for the fancy dress competition. The other example is, the florist arranged himself the flowers for sale. So the florist arranged all the flowers by himself. So this is the pronoun used for the word florist, and this himself comes after the verb arranged. Pieces of ice melts itself within few minutes. As we all know, it's a simple example. Pieces of ice melts itself. Melts is the verb and itself is the pronoun. So the pronouns which just comes after a verb, that is called reflexive pronouns. The next one is indefinite pronouns. Does not refer to any specific person, thing or amount. The word itself we can understand that indefinite. Indefinite means it's like there is no limit. Anyone, anybody, somebody, few, many, all, another, several, etc. Here is the example. Everybody enjoyed the concert. Like the concert was going on and everybody enjoyed. So the word everybody is a indefinite pronoun. Everybody means it is not like particular. I won't tell anyone this secret. So I won't tell this secret to anyone. Anyone is the indefinite pronouns. So let us go with some examples. To start today's earning, somebody should come and buy. So here the person who is selling these fruits wanted somebody to come to him and buy. So this somebody is the indefinite pronouns. Don't tell this secret to anyone. So some secret is going on. So the girl reveals to the secret she is revealing to the boy, and she says that don't tell this secret to anyone. So this anyone is the word used as indefinite pronouns. Very few students attended the medical camp. There was a camp going on and very few of the students. So here which word is the indefinite pronouns? It is the word few. Few in the sense it does not have a count, right? The next one is demonstrative pronouns, used to point to specific people or thing. So whenever we are pointing out to some specific things or people, that pronouns are known as demonstrative pronouns. So this, that, these and those. Example, this is a car. Like when we are pointing to a car which is very near to us, that time we use the word this. That is an aeroplane. As we all know, aeroplane is it flies in the sky. It's too far from us. So the word we are using is that is an aeroplane. These are cars. When the cars are very near to us, then we use the word these are cars. Those are aeroplanes. Many aeroplanes are flying. Then we are pointing out to them like those are aeroplanes which are very far to us. So let us go with some example. This is a flower. The girl is pointing out to this flower. It's very near to her. So she says that this is a flower. Okay. Here the boy says that these are toys. These are toys. They are very near to the boy. So and also many. So the word we are using is these. So this, these, right? This girl now pointing out to a butterfly which is far from her. So that is a butterfly. That means it's very far. And she again says that those are flowers. Those are flowers which are very far to the girl. Is it clear? Okay. Next, we'll go to the next one. Emphatic pronouns. that pronouns that is immediately used after the noun to which it refers in order to show emphasis. Emphasis in the sense a prominent one, important one, right? And the words are myself, herself, yourself, himself, yourselves, ourselves. So, these emphatic pronouns are immediately used after a noun. So, I'll just go with the example like the chief minister himself came to oversee the flood affected areas. So, here is the word, which word? Chief minister is the noun, and immediately after the chief minister word, himself is followed. So, this himself is known as emphatic pronouns, which plays an important role, right? So, the next examples are the girl herself painted the picture. The girl herself painted this picture, right? So, the girl is the noun and immediately herself is followed, right? The next example is the boy himself is trying to eat. The boy is a noun and followed by himself, right? The children themselves took the position for the competition. Here is a competition going on and the children themselves have taken the position, right? So, the children is a noun and immediately themselves is the emphatic pronoun which is followed, right? Here is another example. The potter himself arranged the pots. The potter himself arranged these pots and she herself made bundles of drumsticks. So, she made some bundles of drumsticks which are made by herself. So, she is a pronoun and herself is followed again immediately. So, is it clear? Let us go for the other pronoun. Reciprocal pronouns are used when each of two or more subject is acting in the same way towards the other. Like the subject is acting in the same way towards the other, vice versa, right? Each other, one another. So, what is the example? Rohan and Rajiv hate each other. So, Rohan is hating to Rajiv and Rajiv hates Rohan. So, it's each other. So, this kind of pronoun is known as reciprocal pronouns. The students congratulated one another after the dance practice. So, they felt that the dance practice was being very good. So, the students congratulated one another. So, here is the word each other, which is reciprocal pronoun, and the word one another is also a reciprocal pronoun. So, some examples are provided. The dog and the baby are very affectionate to each other. So, in this picture, the boy is affectionate to the dog, and in return, the dog also showing some care and love towards the boy. If the dog doesn't mean that it may bark or it may harm the boy, right? But in return, it's very quiet. That means they are very affectionate to each other, right? The other example is both teams played hard against each other to win. So, there is a play going on in which this is one team and this is another team. So, the player is trying hard to win. So, they are played very hard against each other to win the match. So, the word here each other is used. During festivals, people greet one another and exchange their dishes and sweets and eatables. That means during many festivals, we also usually do, during the festivals, people greet to one another. So, one another is the word used as reciprocal pronoun. That means the greetings are going on between the people. Like suppose they are greeting to them and these are greeting to them, right? And the next one is distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun which refers to persons or things one at a time. So this distributive pronoun is referring at a time in a group, like either, neither, each. Give the pencils to each. So in a class, group of children are present, but the saying to give pencils to each, right? I think, so here the word each is the distributive pronoun. I think neither of the clocks are working. So the word neither is a distributive pronoun. Like the meaning is none of the clocks are working here. Either of the two phones will work. So here suppose if we have two phones, so the example is given like either this may work or that may work, but you need to try it, right? So here are some examples of distributive pronoun. Each one of them are enjoying the play. So here the children are playing and each and everyone are enjoying the play. So this word each one is known as distributive pronoun. So it is a group and we are pointing out to each one of the group. Neither of them should hide behind a tree. So the person is telling that I'm not using this word not because neither meaning is only not. So neither of them should hide behind a tree. The boy is pointing out to the group that no one should hit the back of the tree, right? And neither is the word used as distributive pronoun. And next is either of the birds can fly. So it's a chance, like any one of the bird can fly at any time. So either of the birds can fly, right? Is it clear? The next one is relative pronouns. That introduces a relative clause and connects it to an independent clause. Like immediately follow the subject, noun or pronoun in a sentence. So this relative pronoun is the word itself, we can say that it is relative to the subject, right? Example, the plant that is on the table has died. So we are talking about the plant that is on the table has died. So specifically we are telling about the plant. So the word that is known as relative pronoun. So that word is related to the plant. The milkshake which was malted was delicious. So the milkshake which was malted was very delicious. So the milkshake is again relative to which, right? Let us see some examples. The person who is reading the newspaper is my uncle. So we are pointing out to this person and we are saying that who is reading the newspaper? The person who is reading the newspaper is my uncle. So who is known as the relative pronoun. The book that is on the table is a dictionary. So the book which is present on the table is a dictionary. So specifically we are talking about the book. So that is the word known as relative pronouns. Do you know the reason why the monkeys threw the cap? Hope you all know the story about the cap seller and the monkeys. So the teacher, after the completion of the story, she asked the question to the students like, do you know the reason why the monkeys threw the cap? So here is the word why is used as relative pronoun for the noun the reason. So here these words are immediately coming after the nouns. Like the book is a noun and the word that is a relative pronoun which is immediately coming. And the person is a noun who is the relative pronoun. Reason is the noun and why is the relative pronoun. Is it clear? Okay. Then next we'll go for the other one. Interrogative pronouns. Used in asking questions. It refers to something or someone. Everyone are aware of this interrogative pronouns because it's just very easy. Like whenever we meet to our friends or relatives, we ask some simple questions like what, which, who, whom and whose. So here are some examples. What do you prefer? So if any relative come to our house, we say that what do you prefer? You would prefer tea or coffee. Which one do you like better? So when we just go for a shopping, then we discuss among ourselves like which one do you like better? Who is the man who stole your ring? Suppose anything is stolen by anyone, so we use this question, who is the man who stole your ring? Here are some examples. Whose book is this? The teacher is asking for the students like whose book is this? So whose is the word interrogative pronoun. And what is this? The boy asked the girl, what is this? Then she says, hey, I know, it's lemon. How did she come to know? By smelling, right? So what is the word interrogative pronoun? What is your name? So the boy is asking the another boy like what is your name? So whenever we ask some question, we are interrogating, that pronouns are known as interrogative pronouns. Possessive pronouns. That is used to show your ownership of someone or something. It belongs to that particular person and no one else. So whenever we show our ownership on something or someone, that kind of pronouns are known as possessive pronouns. Like we say if something is belong to you, you say like it's mine. Then when it is a group, then you say ours. Then when you are talking about any boy, we say his. When you're talking about a girl, hers. When you're talking about many people, they, theirs, right? So this is an example. Is this book yours? So is the book belong to you? The question is asked. It was not your fault but theirs. So something had happened and the question was asked like it is not your fault but theirs fault. So here the word is yours and theirs is known as possessive pronouns. Here are some examples of possessive pronouns. The cake that is marked with T is mine. The boy went to a bakery and he says that he has given the order for a cake and he says to the baker man that the cake which is marked with T is mine. So here is the possessive pronoun, the word mine. This is our class. So the children are saying that this is our class. Okay, and the teachers again says to the students, always keep your classroom neat and clean. The teacher says to the children like your classroom should be kept neat and clean. So here is the completion of all the 10 pronouns and hope you all understood very clearly. And in my next video I am going to tell about verb. Okay, so before I complete, here is a small, the video was a bit hard to keep in your mind. The content, whatever it is, the topic. So I made a easy one to remember for you all. It's prider drip. So prider is the word, like if a group where pride in the sense you are very proud of it. So the person who belong to a prider group, then it's a drip means a droplet. So prider, P refers to personal, R refers to reflexive. Here hope you all understood this one. P refers to personal, R refers to reflexive, I refers to indefinite, D refers to demonstrative, E refers to emphatic, R refers to reciprocal, D refers to distributive, R refers to relative, and I refers to interrogative, P refers to possessive. Thank you each and everyone for your valuable time. Please subscribe so that you all be notified for the upcoming videos. As your subscription means me a lot, please do subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.